Wouldn't it be like so wicked funny if I had to be doing this now because I was redoing it because last time I did it I had a booger in my nose? Wouldn't that be like so funny? We're fine, no boogies here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to VoroMotors. I'm AJ Hart, here today with a new guide to consider a ride. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm going to experiment a little bit. So for today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over 6 of the reasons why I think that you should replace your car with a cruiser. Now, I know that that sounds drastic, but I think that by the end of this video, I'm going to be able to convince you that it's kind of a cool idea. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Number 1, let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? COVID-19, the pandemic, right? It's kind of controlling our lives these days. And like it or not, that's changed the way that we view a lot of things out here. A lot of people aren't taking the bus anymore. A lot of people are taking their cars to and from work all the time. We don't really want to do public transport right now, right? We're having to hop on a bus, take the subways, filled with people, all in enclosed areas. It's basically exactly what our good old boy Dr. Fauci says is the worst idea possible. And the cruiser can honestly take care of that. It can get you just about anywhere you needed to go, and it's all going to be with nice open air, alone, all by yourself. So you're not going to need to worry about that. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, if it's just a scooter I'm going to do, I can just hop my big old batootie right on one of those public scooters. And you're right, there's plenty of options for public scooters, but the issue there is that word, public, just like public transport. All sorts of people use those scooters day in, day out, all the time, without ever really being washed. In a time when this pandemic's kind of a huge issue, I don't know that we can really recommend touching something that we know other people have been getting their grubbies on. So it's just a lot nicer to have your own scooter so you can take it wherever you want, knowing that it's only yours and it's only your grubby mitts that are going to be touching it. Now I know what you're thinking now. AJ, I'll just take my car with me to wherever I need to go. Wait, hold on right there. Because I take my car everywhere I go. And it sucks. Because I have to pay for gas every time I go somewhere. Number 2, my personal issue. Cars are just too big. I hate them. Like I hate having to take it to places, you know? How often are you invited to go to some place or a party of less than 10 people, and your first thought is, all right, well, where am I going to park my car? So your buddy's like, there might be parking nearby. So you end up taking laps again and again and again trying to find a spot to park. And if you're lucky, you end up paying $20 to park 3 blocks away so you can walk your butt over to the party. It's just really inconvenient and it sucks a lot. And you have to think about where to keep your car back at your own home, right? But with a scooter, these things are small. You can take them in with you whenever you're partying or having a good time. And when you need to park it back at wherever you live, you can put it into a car, a closet, or a cubby. Any place that can fit it, honestly. It's small enough that you can have a new pair of wheels without needing to ask your property manager for a new place to hide your whip. Number 3, let's talk about the cost a little bit. For my car, for example, right, I gas up my car probably twice a month. And it costs me $40 to gas that bad boy up every time I do it. So I'm probably looking at $80 a month just to like go places I need to. And then on top of this, ran into a teeny tiny amount of car issues last month. Ended up costing my sorry butt $300 because I needed to get a new battery. And I lucked out, right? Because if I had ran into a tire issue and needed to replace all the tires, cars get really, really expensive really fast, even just trying to drive them around or any little issue you might run into. But with tires, if you pop one of those, it can run you, $100, $150. You pop a tire on the cruiser, you're looking at $25. No problem. It's going to be a fraction of the cost, which is going to make you and your wallet way happier. Number 4 is grocery space, which the cruiser doesn't have much of. Which sounds like a horrible thing, except it kind of rules. For example, I know that I always make the horrible mistake of going out grocery shopping while I'm a little bit hungry. And a little bit cranky, I get hangry issues. So I make stupid decisions, right? I'm gonna grab a bag of chips, I'm gonna grab a case of soda, I'm gonna grab the Cheez-It and boxed wine combo pack that exists for some reason. Maybe just to taunt me, I don't know. And I'm not even gonna think about what I'm grabbing because I know that if it goes in the cart, it goes in the car. But if I take my scooter out to the grocery store, we're getting a lot less space, right? Probably enough space to fit maybe 2 to 3 bags on the handlebars, and at that point you're kind of pushing it. So you're gonna start buying stuff a lot smarter. You're gonna cut back on the salty, sugary drinks, and you're gonna start adding in more fresh groceries. Maybe buying a bag of potatoes for the first time in 6 months, because those bad boys can be turned into anything. It's a really good way to kind of keep watch on what you're buying and make sure that you're buying the essentials you need rather than the sugary, salty, garbage junk food that you kind of want but don't really need because diabetes and heart issues run in your family, and that's its own bag of worms so that you don't really want to deal with. So you really should stop drinking so much Dr. Pepper like your mom told you to. Just me? Number 5, it's easy to customize, and there's a lot of customizations to go with it. Our cruiser comes in a variety of colors, right? Orange, black, white, those are all radical colors. And let's say that you wanted to have the right hand feel. Just for you, we can give you a thumb throttle, a twist throttle, or a finger throttle. And you can choose between having a seat or standing up while you ride, throwing a little tow handle on the back. You can get bags on your front and the back so you can throw your cars, your cell phone, your wallet, your keys, your cars. Why did I say cars there? I'm tired. There's just a lot of ways that you can customize the cruiser before it even gets to your doorstep. And that's not counting all of the modifications that you can make afterwards. And there's a ton. Trust me, I'd go through Instagram all day looking at all sorts of modifications that people are doing. It's really cool to see. And you can make a scooter that is perfect for you. It's a good way to create something that you're going to be really happy with every time you ride it. And being happy while you ride it brings me to my 6th point. Riding the cruiser feels great. It's got plenty of range, so with a lot of scooters, sometimes you get what people refer to as range anxiety. You're not gonna have that with the cruiser. Once you're on it, you're gonna go wherever you want to and back without any problems, unless you're riding for more than 3 hours, in which case I wanna know where you're going, take me with you. It feels kind of like outriding all of your issues. I know that for myself, whenever I'm having a little bit of a rough day, it feels really good to hop on the cruiser and just go for a long ride. Feel the wind against you, feel the wind in my hair. Someone's coming up. What's up, Melvin? No, it's too late. I'm in the edit now. You can come on in. I don't have any boogers this time, see? It's a really great ride, and it kind of feels like you're able to hop on a scooter and outride all of your problems and all of the things that have really been bugging you throughout the week. And there's not a lot of ways to describe that really do it justice. It just feels like magic. And with that, I think that's going to be where I leave this video today. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a comment down below. We're experimenting with new content these days, so stuff like this, when I get a little bit more experimental, I'd love to know if you guys are liking it or not, because if you hate it, I'm gonna abandon this like the plague. If you have any ideas for videos you'd like to see us do, go ahead and drop those into the comments down below. If you have any questions or concerns that came up with your scooter while you were just kicking around, leave those in the comments down below too. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that this video helps, and I hope you enjoy your ride.